Should we flip it around there? Just see what we're doing. Alright.
Oh, okay. There we go. Hello and welcome to our advertisement presentation. My name is Jonathan Braddock. This is Brandon Ward behind me, and like Shelby Sims. Let's get cracking.
Here's the video, but there's no sound, but we'll play it anyway so you get the gist, even though the song's the main part of it.
Rip, rip, rip.
This is Jonathan Braddock.
Stop, what is the place to be? There are lots of things you can see. Stop, what is the place to be? Smoking the weed. That coat is massive, isn't it? You never realise that until you see yourself in that camera and you're like, that coat is massive. It's like a, I don't know.
What?
What?
Oh. What? It's my name.
It's around my house.
That's that.
Oh my. There we go.
Fantastic.
That was the end of the advert, and thank you. I was saying that, no, I'm joking. Right, so let's go on to the next slide. So the idea, I'm going to take this off because it's annoying me. So our advert is advertising Stockport, because that's what our brief told us to do. So we're basically going to show Stockport, all of the highlights of Stockport, all the sights to see and everything. And so we decided to make it about 1 minute 30 seconds, which can be shortened to a 30-second ad if required. Because obviously if you get a really long advert then it's a bit boring. So our advert is about a boy who is on the outskirts of Stockport and he's very depressed, he's upset, you know, things are not working out for him. And he sees the Stockport sign and he's like, yes, that needs to, I'm gonna, so he walks past it and then this map appears in his hand and it's got all the the good locations of Stockport on the map and he goes to see them all in his good time. That sums up the advert. So yeah, and so we'll do like a montage of so what we've already done that, we've done a montage of him like visiting the places and having a good time and everything. Oh yeah, and sorry, yeah, and it ends with the tagline, Stockport is the place to be, because it is.
So we did a mood board of like pictures that could inspire like the overall feel of the thing. So these pictures helped inspire us when coming up with the ideas for our advert, as they showed us that there's nice places in Stockport that we could use for the filming, because we found it quite difficult trying to think of places that actually looked appealing. And so when we saw these pictures of locations, it kind of helped us visualise what we wanted from the advert.
Alright. So the effect on the audience that our advert is great. It's a humour-based advert, therefore I think this will be more entertaining and more memorable for the audience. The use of humour in adverts has been proven to be a successful technique. For example, the Go Compare adverts are very memorable. Lots of people know the advert. This is due to comedy and how annoying it actually is.
So when we were talking about having like a target audience for our advert, we just didn't want to like really slim it down to just a particular group of people. Like we didn't want to just slim it down to just a certain race, gender or age. because we wanted our advert to be very versatile and we didn't want to discriminate. And so we thought about how the advert's advertising a place, not a product, so why should it just be targeted at one audience? And so it's kind of, if we did target to one audience, it'd be kind of like saying that only certain people are allowed to come to Stockport, which isn't the kind of idea we want to give out. So we wanted it to be uncontroversial and fair to different kinds of people, and we also wanted equality. We also did a focus group, so we collected a few willing members of the public to watch the advert and see what their opinions were. We had a range of 5 people that could be our target audience. So we had a woman aged 30 to 40, a man aged 30 to 40, a girl aged 16 to 20, a boy aged 16 to 20, and a woman aged 50 plus. And all their personal details won't be revealed due to the Data Protection Act and the safety of those people. And the reviews were mixed but mostly positive. Some of the comments included, very funny, an interesting take on Stockport, I love the jingle, and I think this would make people want to come to Stockport.
So locations of our advert. So obviously, we're gonna start off in Levenshulme, like the outskirts of Stockport, where he's a bit miserable, you know, and he's not enjoying himself. And then we're gonna go to Stockport Town Centre and show the shops, because that's also a very popular place where lots of people go. And then we're gonna go to Abney Hall to show that sort of a nicer side of Stockport. And Vernon Park, where it's a bit quieter, and you can have some nice, alone time with yourself. So the risk assessments, so like the hazards for when we're at hazards at Stockport and Abney Hall was like dropping the camera, and when we were at Vernon Park, dropping the camera in the river was obviously a risk that could happen. All the equipment could be stolen, which is why we went as a free, so that like one person could film and others can watch around and everything. And we had to be extra careful holding it and try not to drop it. And it keeps done that.
Right, camera and mission. Camera angles in our advert. The camera angles are mainly going to be medium close-ups. This will be able to see the happiness and the overall facial expressions of the character, as well as being able to see the scenery around him. Mission Sen in the mise-en-scène scene. In the mise-en-scène scene, we went to make sure we capture the things that are good about Stockport, such as the nature and the architecture. We also want the characters to be in most shots as he is the main selling point, and as we want people to think that they want to be as happy as him.
With the character, so for the production we had a male actor aged 16 to 20, and we wanted the character to be involved with the audience and have it as though he's on a journey with them. And this is also a useful technique, because it also means that we can make the adverts for other locations using the same actor. So this way the audience feel an attachment to this character and will notice a link in between these adverts.
For the music, so for our production, it's going to be self-produced by me. So when the actor is in Stockport, is when like the jingle that we wrote ourselves will be used, and so we want the jingle to be very catchy, which so when we did it with only about 3 chords, and it was just a repeated chorus basically, and so it's a little bit annoying, and to increase the annoyance, we've made it higher pitched on the advert, so that it stays in people's minds more and they remember it as being this high-pitched jingle with a catchy tune. And so the jingle is called "Stockport is the Place to Be," which ties in with the tagline. Sadly, you can't hear it because the sound isn't working on this computer, which is a bit annoying. Very sorry about that. Next. Oh. Props. So we'll be using one prop basically for this, because the rest of it's just sort of sightseeing. So It's a map of Stockport that the character at the start gets given, of all the different locations. So yeah, that's the one prop.
Budget. As it's a student project, we didn't want to spend much money. So the only sort of money we spent was travel, sort of getting from place to place, which only cost £4.30, which isn't that much. So yeah, overall it's free.
When it comes to airing the advert, we thought that because Stockport isn't exactly a very wealthy area or a very go-to destination, it only makes sense if we air the adverts on channels such as Channel 4 and 5, as they're still popular but not as popular as channels such as BBC One. This will also be cost effective, as it won't cost as much if we're going to advertise on channels such as ITV. It will also allow us to reach our target audience. And then we did some research on Barb website from this week, and we found that the channels such as Channel 4 and Channel 5 will definitely be what's best for our advert. And we also think we can advertise on YouTube and other social platforms like Facebook, as this will extend our audience worldwide.
So we think that the best time to air our advert would be about 8:30 AM, so that parents or children can see it before they go to school. We also think that a good time to air it would be about 2 PM, as this will attract the audience of like older people that are staying at home, and like sort of unemployed people. And another good time we think will be about 5:30, because this is around like tea time, so like everyone's back, so the kids are back from school, and they'll get to see it again, which means it'll stay in their heads even more.
Production schedule. We filmed it all in one day, because it was like quite easy to do. And then the locations we said before, so Stockport Town Centre, Lemon Gym, Avenue Hall and Burton Park.
The job roles. As I said before, I'm Jonathan Braddock, and I'm on sound. Shelby Sims, she's the producer and editor, and then this is Brandon, and he's the camera person, cameraman.
And that's it.
And that's the end.
Thank you for watching our presentation.
Bye,
We'll
everyone.
see you for our next one. This is Morgan, and I'm Wise. Thank you.
Microphone, yeah.